Possible skull fracture. Ulcerations. What do we have on him, nurse?
Unknown identity, doctor. No papers or credentials.
If you can get him up to X-ray, then run a pathology check.
Skull X-ray, doctor.
I'll be right with you. Get him ready, will you, Dick?
Right. Move him over under the table, boys. We're ready, doctor. Sounds like we've got a radiation leak, doctor.
It doesn't seem possible. We checked the whole lab yesterday. 450 rangens. The highest emanations ever recorded in a human body were 500. And that was Hiroshima. No wonder. He's covered with radiation burns. Get this man into total isolation as quick as you can.
Skipped X-rays, doctor?
His condition nullifies X-rays.
What about decontamination?
He's too far gone for that. Get him out of here and put a guard on his door. Make sure no one gets near him without the proper authorization.
So, the moment we knew what it was, we placed him in isolation and called the Atomic Energy Commission. They in turn called you people, and, well, that's about it.
Has he come to at any time?
No, he's been comatose ever since they brought him in. By every indication, he's going to remain that way until the end. Dr. Stevens, meet Special Agent Pomeroy of the National Bureau of Investigation.
NBI? You don't look like an NBI man to me, Mr. Pomeroy.
Well, you don't look like a doctor, Doctor.
Oh, but I am. I have my diploma hanging on my office wall. Would you like to see it?
You're not being investigated, Doctor.
That's a relief.
Mr. Pomeroy is here to find out who our friend in isolation is and when and how he got those burns. Dr. Stevens is our radiation specialist, and I vouch for the validity of her diploma. Well, shall we go see our man?
You understand, Doctor, this will be kept confidential until we get more facts.
Of course, I'll alert the staff.
Dr. Wilcox, this is Mrs. Pryor. The police told her about the unidentified man who was brought in this morning. From their description, she thinks it might be her husband.
Come with us, Mrs. Pryor. He's in there, Mrs. Pryor. You can see him through the window.
Is that your husband, Miss Pryor?
No.
I'm sorry.
Dr. DeCompos, report to surgery. Dr. DeCompos, report to surgery.
I'll have to have his prints and a couple of pictures, Doctor.
Prints, yes. The pictures are out. The high degree of radiation coming from his body would black out the negative completely.
I see what you mean. And I'll need his clothes for a lab check in Washington, too.
Well, they are sealed in a lead-lined container, and you can ship them anywhere with absolute safety. Anything else?
No, that'll do for the time being.
You better put this on. Contact can be dangerous. And when you come out, you have to go through decontamination. It's painless. We all had to do it.
Thank you.
Oh.
Good afternoon.
Hello. I'm looking for a particular Vanderbilt, a marine thing.
Oh, we have quite a few. Do you know the catalog number?
1022.
1022, I'll check on it.
Yeah?
We have a request for that order. Can you deliver this evening?
1022. 1022, right.
Calling Dr. Taylor. Calling Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor. Telephone.
Hello?
Stand by. Your name Johnson?
That's right.
You got a phone call. Floor supervisor says it's urgent. Hey, what's that guy got, the measles?
Something like that. Emmy 38431. Did they leave a name?
Supervisor just said it was urgent. You want a phone, I'll stand by for you.
Oh, thanks.
Dr. Vincent Beebe, please. Dr. Jackson, report to emergency. Dr. Jackson, report to emergency, please.
This is Hal Johnson. Somebody at this number called.
Hello, Hal. You'll just never know all I had to go through to finally track you down there at the hospital.
Is that so? Who is this?
The corner of 6th and Olive at 7:30. Good night.
Calling Dr. Taylor. Calling Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor, telephone.
Okay?
Yeah, thanks for spelling me.
Sure.
Well, the fingerprints are negative so far. That rules out him working in an atomic installation.
Maybe the lab in Washington will turn up something when they check his clothes.
I'll stick by the hospital. He might come to and start talking.
Mr. Pomeroy, Dr. Stevens is on the line.
Thank you. Hello, Doctor. Oh. I'll be right over. Our man won't be talking. He died last night.
He was dead when we checked him for treatment this morning. I didn't think he'd go so fast. It's hard to understand.
Well, how long does it usually take to burn a man out?
Oh, it depends on the amount of exposure, the degree of burns. Although this man had more than his share, no atomic installation could possibly give off that kind of radiation. They're too well protected.
Well, where do you think he could have picked it up?
I wouldn't begin to know. But he was exposed to the raw metal. Uranium, plutonium, any of the heavier elements. He must have been around the stuff without any protection whatsoever.
And you're of the opinion that he died of causes other than radiation.
I didn't say that.
I know. But I'm asking for an autopsy anyway. How soon can you do it?
We'll have to do it in isolation where he died wearing insulated suits. I'll get it started right away.
I don't know what happened.
The autopsy shows the man you were guarding was murdered.
I told you I don't know what happened.
And you didn't leave his door even for a minute?
You're in trouble, son.
All right. I left for a while. One of the orderlies hands me a piece of paper with a phone number on it. The message says urgent. He offered to take my place while I made the call.
You got the paper?
Here.
How long were you gone?
4 or 5 minutes, maybe.
Who did you talk to?
Well, some girl I don't remember at all. Well, only she remembers me. We made a date, but she didn't show up.
This orderly who relieved you. Do you know him?
Never saw him before.
Could you describe him?
I think I could.
Good. I want you to give his description to one of our artists.
Sure. Anything to help.
See what you can get.
No, take your time. How tall was he?
I don't know, my size, maybe a little taller.
Okay.
Number's a payphone at the Plaza Hotel.
Thanks, Joe.
Fitz. Go right to the
Cristal
pattern.
with a light brown.
I'll call the lab in Washington. They should have a report and closed by now. Drop by my office when you get through here.
Yes, sir.
And the nose? Long, short?
Nose is long, I think. And straight.
Okay. How about the mouth?
Well, his mouth kind of turns down.
Run photostats. Pass them around to the boys. And get some to the police department. Oh, and Joe, tell them we don't want him arrested. Just locate it.
Yes, sir.
Well, the clothes paid off. Washington identified the dead man as a Carl Sinden. He came in from Paris a little over a month ago. He was a scientist working around European atomic installations. I'm on a report for the Atomic Energy Commission. At least they'll be happy to know this fellow Sinden's contamination was not of local origin.
Yeah, but there's still a murder to consider.
That's for the police. Our job is to find out how and where he got this radiation. Now, he could have gotten it before he entered this country.
Well, if that's true, he could have contaminated the other passengers on the plane that brought him in. They could be in a bad way. Not know what's wrong with them.
Yeah, you're right. You better check it out. Oh, and Dave, it's a technical job. Better try to get that Dr. Stevens to help.
Good idea.
Sure it is. Oh, and Dave, take her to dinner. Put it on your expense account.
Will do.
Hi.
Hi.
If you're looking for someone, I hope it's me.
I'm looking for Dr. Stevens.
She's over there. The one with the figure, the brains, and the crazy bathing suit.
Thanks. Dr. Stevens, I presume.
Dave, what a delightful surprise.
I phoned the hospital. They told me I'd find you here.
I always come here on my days off. It's nice to be with healthy people.
Yeah, they don't look like they're suffering from malnutrition. It's my night off. How about some dinner?
You sure know how to please a girl. Will you sit here and relax while I change?
Sure.
I won't be a minute.
Right.
Come in, Duff. I hope you understand the delay, but I had to be sure of the results.
I understand. Mind if I count it?
I'd be disappointed if you didn't. Tell me, how does it feel to kill a man?
How does it feel to pay to have it done?
The same, I suppose. You know, the man I hired you to kill was my friend, but it didn't bother me, so the others should be easy.
Others?
Thousands.
I wouldn't think you'd have that many friends.
If you're ready, my man will take you to the airport.
You know, that friend of yours was dying anyway. What'd you need me for?
I didn't want him to talk.
That chart on his bed said he was radioactive.
Correct. Take Mr. Duff to the airport. Have a nice trip, and thank you.
Have you ever seen a more enchanting sight?
Many times.
Where?
Korea. The most beautiful sight in the world is the deck of a flat top when you're returning from a mission.
You were a pilot?
Still am. Coast Guard Reserve. I fly those choppers once or twice a month.
Sounds like fun.
It is. What do you say we take a look at an even better view than this?
For instance?
That Chateaubriand we ordered?
I thought you'd never mention it. I'm starved. Salud.
Salud. Oh. We found out the man with the radiation was a foreign scientist who arrived in this country a month ago. Is it possible that he was already contaminated when he landed?
Oh, no. It could not have happened more than 1 day before he was found.
Call for you, sir.
Hello? Yes? Where? You're right over. Police found a body of a man who might be our hospital murderer. Would you mind coming along?
I wasn't hungry anyway.
What are we waiting for, Lieutenant?
The NBI wants to check him out.
What is there to check out?
Lieutenant Brady, Dr. Stevens.
How do you do?
How do you do? We're pretty sure it's your man, Dave. He's down there. According to our ambulance doctor, he was stabbed and then dumped in the water. A couple of teenagers fooling around with their spotlights found him. Otherwise, he might have been washed out with the tide.
Any identification?
None whatever. Any ideas?
I'm not trying to hold out on you, Lieutenant. At the moment, I really don't know who he is. Anything?
A little. 5 wrenches. He was exposed. That's for sure. Just a little.
Could he have picked it up at the hospital?
Quite possible.
I'll have a man who can give positive identification down to the morgue in the morning. I realize the element of murder makes this your case, Lieutenant, but our interest is national security, so I'm going to have to ask you to keep it as quiet as you can. Let us know every move you make.
We certainly will.
Thanks. Hello. I'm Pomeroy. I have an appointment with Dr. Becker.
Yes, sir. Dr. Becker is expecting you.
Thank you.
I'd like to see Dr. Paul Serbo.
Oh, I'm sorry. Dr. Serbo is in seminar. He can't be disturbed.
I'll wait.
Carl Sinden, physicist. Graduated Berlin University, 1946. Received a fellowship at Charles University in Prague. In 1948, was assigned to experimental physics at the university. No record of his working in this country.
Have you anyone here who might have been at Charles University, 48?
The only name that comes to mind right off is Dr. Paul Serbo.
I'd like to talk to him.
I'll get him. Ask Dr. Serbo to come to my office, please. Thank you. You say Carl Sinden is dead?
Murdered.
I see. And you think Dr. Serbo can help you find the murderer?
Well, he might be able to give us some information, a lead. It's worth a try.
Oh, Dr. Serbo?
Yes?
There's a gentleman here who's been waiting to see you.
I can't see him now.
I was told to give you this.
When?
Now.
This is Dr. Becker. Can you locate Dr. Serbo for me? Well, did he say when he was coming back? I can't understand it. He's gone out.
You've gone far, Dr. Serbo. I've been following your career with considerable interest.
In that case, you should know a lot about me.
Know everything. For instance, I know that you were an obscure scientist in Prague more than 10 years ago. You were investigated and found to have the background, the desirable attributes of a patriot. You were brought to this country, given the finest of educations, the way was paved for you. You were placed in the proper spots, allowed to meet the right people. And through these machinations, you worked on some very important projects, thus earning for yourself the name of being one of the foremost scientists in the United States.
I'm in an enviable position at the Institute. I have free access to matters pertaining to as yet secret formulas. Is that it? Well, then it's sabotage. There's much at the Institute that can be destroyed.
No, Dr. Serbo. This is something much bigger, something that will stagger your imagination. It was to have been Carl Sinden's project.
Sinden? Oh, yes, I remember him. He was an associate in Prague.
Carl Sinden is dead, contaminated with radioactivity.
How is that possible? Sinden was a brilliant scientist.
He was also a brilliant drunk, an alcoholic whose weakness was costly both to him and the cause. The decision was made to have you complete the project. Dr. Serbo, you are to assemble an atomic bomb.
evening, sir.
Dr. Serbo, please.
Wait here. He will be with you in a moment.
Hello, Dave. Hi, Bill. What are all the reporters doing here?
I don't know. Servo called up the newspapers a while back, said he had a real important announcement to make. Now, what's the NBI's interest in this?
It's a long story, Bill.
Come in, ladies and gentlemen. Please find yourself a seat. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for accepting my invitation. I've just mailed my resignation to the Institute. I want my reasons be known by everyone, and I don't want to be misquoted.
What are your reasons, Doctor?
For years, I've lived in the hope that nuclear reaction can be used only for its wonderful benefits. But that is not to be. Each year, we devise bigger and more terrible bombs. I want no further part of a scientific body who are intelligent enough to harness the atom, yet stupid enough to bring on world destruction.
Yes, but isn't it true, Doctor, that you were the one who advocated the larger H-bomb?
My interest in the H-bomb was solely an interest in its useful application. That and nothing more. Today, more nations have acquired the secret. Any one of them is capable of triggering world destruction. I want no further part of that.
What are your future plans, Doctor? Are you giving up science altogether?
Oh, I'll take a rest. A vacation, perhaps. Then I might devote my time to some papers on the atom's usefulness, its boon to mankind. That is, if mankind is still with us.
You mean it's possible he might not be?
The next war could answer that.
Do you expect the public to react favorably to your decision?
Oh, I'm sure that the opinions will be divided. But the decision will be mine alone. Are there any other questions?
Doctor, I understand that you worked at Charles University in Prague around 1948.
Yes, I did.
I wonder if you were acquainted with a Dr. Carl Sinden there.
Sinden? No, I don't seem to recall the name.
Dr. Serbo, you mentioned the next war. In your opinion, when will it happen?
Who knows? 1 year, 10, 20. But it will come. It's inevitable. Unless we put a stop to this nuclear cancer.
But who would want to start it? What nation would want to invite self-destruction?
Any nation. Even the smallest. You cannot give a child a gun. Even though he knows he will be spanked, he will do it just the same. And, ladies and gentlemen, we all are children.
Is there a solution, Doctor?
There is a solution for everything.
Even this?
Even this. All we have to do is seek it. But we are too busy ignoring it.
Do you have one?
A solution?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
How did it go?
Oh, all right. Except for one thing. One of the reporters brought up the name of Carl Sinden.
Well, what about it?
Well, before I realized it, I had denied knowing him. And it's on my record that he worked with me in Prague.
They might check further. Under the circumstances, I cannot be seen here again. Nor can we contact you by telephone. It might be tapped. Other means of communication will be established. In the meanwhile, just wait. You must not leave the house.
To Dr. Paul Serbo, civilization is on the way out unless the A-bomb be abolished completely. Thoroughly disgusted with the nuclear armament race, Dr. Serbo quit his job today. At an interview, Dr. Serbo stated, I was at that interview. Serbo denied knowing Carl Sinden.
Well, it doesn't prove anything.
There's something else. Remember the woman who was at the hospital looking for her husband?
Yeah, what about her?
She was there, too.
At the interview?
No, in another room.
So?
So, the killer had to know on what floor and what room Sinden was.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. There could be a connection. Let's put a 24-hour watch on Serbo's house.
Sixth day, and he hasn't left the house once. What about the woman? She never came back. No one else has gone in, either. Any idea what he's doing at the desk? None whatever. Here, take a look for yourself. Well, he's not at the desk now.
Operation Post number 1. Serbo's coming out of the service entrance and heading toward the garage. He's entering the garage. Yeah, I can't see inside. Coming out of the garage and returning to the house.
Thought there for a minute we'd have some action.
Hold it. Service door is opening again. It's the butler. He's heading toward the garage. He's opening the garage door. Go on in. I can hear a car starting up. He's backing the car out now. Sports job, California license, WMO 892.
We'll take it. Let's go, Miller.
Tom?
Sit tight, Tom. It's the butler. Dave and Miller are tailing him. Stay with it. Say, I seem to be having a little trouble with my car.
Sorry, mister, I just closed up. But there's a garage down the street a half a block. Why don't you try there? Now remember, no later than 3 days.
Okay, we'll get it out for you.
Good.
Hello. Yes, I asked for 24ST right away. It's a rush job. Yeah, I know, but I'll be with you in a moment. That's right, 20 feet. Well, I know it's not what I want, but I'm in a bind and we'll machine it to size. Right. Okay, Joe. I'm sorry to...
Hello? Yes, Albert.
I was followed to the machine shop.
By who?
I have my suspicions. I'll explain later.
What about the sketch?
I took it back.
Don't take any chances. Get it over to another shop and stick with it until it's made.
Right.
Can't wait. We must get Serbo out tonight.
He just left the room.
So he just left the room. I still wish we could have the lights on.
What's the matter with the music?
Oh, I've had enough music to last me for a while.
Observation post number 1.
Yeah.
Servo and his butler are on the way to the garage. They're driving out.
Here you are, direct from Spain via Dr. Stevens Catering.
Well, it looks delicious. What is it?
Chupe de pescado.
Translation, please.
Chupe means soup. Pescado, fish. It's a fish stew.
Let me see. I can see lobster, shrimp, clams, and what else?
Red snapper, white wine, tomatoes, onions, green olives, peas, and a certain savoir-faire in the preparation.
If you ever decide to leave your x-ray machines, try a restaurant. Can't miss.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. But do you know that if you pay your bills, they won't disconnect it? Hello? Yes? He's here. Just a minute. It's for you.
I should have told you. I gave him your number.
Fine thing. My phone number in the NBI's little black book.
It's all right. I told them we're getting married. Yes?
Serbo and the butler just left the house. Tom's tailing.
Might mean something. Call me when Tom checks in.
What was it you said?
Oh, I just told him to call me when...
I mean the part about getting married.
Oh, that. Well, you just can't go around giving out a lady's phone number, so I told them we're engaged. You're not going to make a liar out of me.
Of course not. Whatever the cost, we must keep you honest.
exciting, isn't it?
Very.
If we could have the lights on, I could read.
Yeah?
Go ahead, Pablo. I'll close the garage.
Yes, sir.
Pablo. Yes, Uncle Sermo?
It just occurred to me that we forgot the wine. You'll have to go back to the market and get a bottle.
Yes, sir. I'll go right away.
It's a carburetor.
You're sure?
It's been so long time, mister, and I know a carburetor when I see one. This photo is of a Chrysler-made carburetor. What more can I tell you?
I'm convinced. Thanks for your help.
Well, there's one thing, though. It's a new model.
A new model?
Yes, that's right. A new model. I'll show you. The old ones didn't have these things on them.
Where'd you get these photographs, Dave?
I'd rather not say.
Well, I'm afraid you'll have to. If not to me, then to the Atomic Energy Commission. These are photographs of component W of the thermonuclear bomb.
Yes, sir.
This is a photograph of a sketch you had in your office yesterday. I want the sketch and the parts you made.
Can't do it. The man who brought in the job came back minutes later, said he had some changes to make. He took the sketch and never returned.
Any idea where he took it?
No, sir.
You know who he is?
I never saw him before yesterday. Sorry, I wish I could help.
I wish you could, too. Tom, he picked up the sketch after I photographed it. Now get some more men. Start from here, fan out, check every machine shop you can find. There are about a dozen photographs of the thing in here. Connect me with M1.
One moment, 342.
Yes. Have the police pick up a Sunbeam sports car, red, California license, WMO 892.
Have it, Dave.
Right. Also get a John Doe warrant posted to take over to observation post number 1. John Doe warrant, observation post number 1. Got it?
All right. Have it, Dave.
Got the warrant?
Yes, sir.
What's he doing?
He's been at his desk all morning.
Let's pick him up. Alert Owens. I'll try in the back.
Stay here.
Where'd he come from? The house.
How'd he get in? The place was covered every minute.
Are you sure that was Serbo that came back last night?
Yes, positive.
Bring him in.
Get up.
Did you get him? No. You try upstairs. You down here.
All right.
Where's Dr. Serbo?
I have nothing to say.
What's your name?
I have nothing to say.
You're gonna have to talk sooner or later.
I have nothing to say.
Dave.
fractured skull. Call an ambulance.
Right. Nothing upstairs. Grab him.
That's what I'm going to find out.
That's right, an ambulance. The address is 353 Linden Place.
All right, you're going to answer some questions. Hear me?
It's in the basement. Were you followed?
Not this time.
Any more trouble?
None.
How does it look?
We'll see in a minute.
Your work here is finished. You and Albert will now go to Chicago. Same operation. You'll rent the house. He'll set up the business front. Here are your tickets. Your luggage will be forwarded. You've just time enough to make the plane.
What about the car?
Leave it at the airport.
Good job of machining. See this orifice? It checks exactly right. If the others are as good, we can proceed.
Will it be difficult?
So far, nothing has been difficult. Except the time I spent as an American citizen.
Listen to this.
Dr. Serbo, you will be remembered as a great American. Your fears of world chaos express my own. If only the other scientists took this stand, it might convince the world of the terrible consequences of nuclear war. It's signed, an American.
What's that all about?
Letters he got when his resignation hit the newspapers.
What do you want to do with them?
Well, they probably don't mean anything, but run them through decoding anyway. No trace of Serbo, huh?
None.
Somebody inside will show you where he is. Locate the machine shop?
I found the place where the carburetor was made, but I got there 5 minutes after it was picked up. 127. Right. Dave, please pick up the trail of the sports car.
Where?
Moving west on Jefferson.
incidentally on their way to the airport to catch a plane. Tickets to Chicago were found in their possession.
Any identification?
Lots of it, probably all fictitious. The boys are checking it out now.
That leaves only Serbo.
Oh, don't forget the carburetor. It was picked up 55 minutes before the car wreck. So we can assume that it was delivered and their assignment here is at an end.
Does the same apply to Serbo?
No, I think he now has the carburetor and his assignment is just beginning.
Possibly. But what does it add up to?
Well, it adds up to a scientist who has in his possession parts of what Dr. Becker told me made up component W.
Component W?
Component W itself is not important. It's only important as part of a master assembly, an assembly that gives off terrific radiation, such as Sinden received. I know it sounds fantastic, but I'm of the opinion that an atom bomb is being assembled in this city.
How in the world could they possibly get everything necessary to assemble such a bomb?
Well, it must have taken a long time, but they're shrewd and patient. When they were ready, they sent the scientist in to put it all together. But something must have gone wrong. If you'll recall, we proved definitely that Sinden was not radioactive when he came into this country.
Come in.
Excuse me. We just decoded one of the letters we found in Serbo's house.
All right, just leave it.
You'd better read it, sir.
Project must be completed and ready to set off within 48 hours on delivery of CW. We'll have you out of the house tonight. Follow Plan 5C, signed AB. Get me the Civil Defense Authority. That is our complete file, beginning from the time we were called into this case by the AEC. Now, it seems inconceivable that such an undertaking could go undetected, much less be carried out to its conclusion. Yet all the facts point to this possibility.
Well, let's not be hasty with our decisions, gentlemen. Maybe we're playing into their hands. Suppose there is no bomb. Suppose they just want us to believe there is one so they can create dissension, terror, panic. It's the way they operate. I, for one, do not believe they're going to set anything off here within 48 hours or 48 months.
But the facts definitely...
What facts? Guesses, theories, premises. One missing scientist and a fancy carburetor do not add up to an atomic bomb.
There is no guess on my part. I am certain the photograph I was shown was of component W, a functional part of the nuclear thermal bomb.
Does that prove that one is being assembled?
Mr. Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Elliott?
While I can only speak for myself, we at the AEC feel that the situation is a grave one and recommend that the city be evacuated.
Well, if the governor agrees and declares that a state of emergency exists, how long would it take to evacuate the city?
From our calculations, 24 hours, but it would take 15 to 20 hours to prepare for it.
Then may I suggest that during that time, the Bureau be allowed to make an all-out effort to locate the bomb.
You have a plan, Mr. Pomeroy?
Yes, sir, I have. Now, we know that the carburetor was picked up at the machine shop here at 12:55. The man who picked it up was spotted driving in a car with a woman passenger about 1:50 here at the corner of Jefferson and Vermont. I've computed the distance between these 2 points. It's 4 miles. The machinist said the man was alone when he picked up the carburetor. Now, allowing for the time it took for him to deliver it and pick up his woman passenger, I figured it was impossible for him to have gone beyond the radius of this area.
But how could you check out such a large area?
By going from door to door.
Well, wouldn't that arouse public suspicion?
With the cooperation of the telephone company, we intend to go in as company troubleshooters.
First, you requested the assistance of a scientist. We sent you Carl Sinden. Within a few weeks, the man is dead. Now you take it upon yourself, without permission, to remove Serbo from a most strategic position.
Is my loyalty being questioned?
That will only be answered when you explain your request for this meeting. Now, you know the code forbids direct contact between agents and a member of headquarters.
But this was too big to put in a report. I wanted to see you. Besides, I thought you might veto the project.
Your reports have been rather vague about this project.
What would you say, Mr. Stedman, if I told you that I have achieved the impossible? That I have assembled a nuclear bomb right here in this city?
I'd say you were insane.
No. A man is insane when his work is based on delusion. But when his work is based on an actual fact. Come here, I'll show you. Here. In the basement of a house on this street is the bomb. The basement is insulated. It could stay there indefinitely until we need it. Chicago, New York, Washington. We plant a bomb in every big city. And when the day comes, while their radar scanning the skies for our ballistic missiles, we trigger these to go off simultaneously. The element of surprise is complete. And with one stroke, we eliminate all opposition.
Tell me. You were ordered to do this?
No. No one knew about it. I wasn't even sure it would succeed. The first one took a long time. Now the organization must take over. And since I'm the only one that knows how this can be accomplished, you must put me in charge of the entire project.
Please consider yourself under arrest. You will be returned. It will be decided what is to be done with you.
I was a fool. I thought that you would agree. No. Now I see that you're jealous. You knew that I would get acclaim and approbation, and you don't want me to have that.
Now put away that gun.
You cannot stop me. Nobody can stop me.
I'd like to check your phone, ma'am. There's trouble on the line.
Oh, certainly. Come in.
Thank you.
Where's Stedman? Didn't he come?
Oh, he's here. He's here. I'm to call him when it's ready.
It's ready now.
Can it be set off?
Not before this is attached.
What is it?
Part of the trigger.
Attach it.
That should only be done at the time when...
Stedman wants to see it completed, ready to be triggered.
But it's too dangerous. What?
Dr. Serbo. Should I tell him that you refuse to continue? Must we bring someone else to finish it?
All right. We'll be ready in a few minutes. Finished.
It's ready to go off?
Yes. When this firing pin is inserted, it will trigger it.
Let me have it. Let me have it!
I'll give it to no one but Stedman. It's his responsibility.
Very well, you can call him. He's at my place. The number is Crestview 42839. Why didn't it go off? Why did it go off? I triggered it. Why did it go off? I said it. Why did it go off?
It will. The fission has begun.
When? When?
I don't know. It will go off. I tell you, it will go. You're too late. The reaction has started. Nothing. Nobody can prevent from going off. It's only a matter of...
Dr. Becker.
Who's calling, please?
Special Agent Pomeroy. Please hurry. This is an emergency.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Dave?
I found it. It's been triggered, but it hasn't gone off. Is that possible? Can that happen?
Yes, it can, but it's only a postponement. A delayed explosion.
Well, how about a demolition squad? Can they do anything?
Not a chance. A thing like this happened in the Pacific a few years ago. We were lucky and dumped it into the ocean. Even then, it exploded an hour later. We were lucky because... Dave?
Your party has hung up, Dr. Becker.
Well, try and trace the call. In the meantime, get me the NBI.
All right, Dr. Becker, you keep on trying. Hold on, this may be him now. Hello? Yes, Dave. Dr. Becker told me. Where are you?
I'm in the basement of a house in the middle of the 2700 block on Sycamore.
I'll send the demolition squad.
No, that won't help. Now, listen to me. I've got a plan. Have the police block off both ends of the street. Have the Coast Guard set a helicopter down in the middle of the block. Have the pilot leave. I'll fly it. I haven't got time to explain. Stay by the short wave. I'll contact you.
I want you to ring every house on the 2700 block on Sycamore. And let me know the results.
Contacted all the subscribers on the block, but 4. Those numbers did not answer.
Well, keep ringing those numbers.
Attention. Attention. This is your police department. Please remain in your home. We're going to land a helicopter down here. Please remain in your home. I repeat, we're going to land a helicopter down here. Please remain in your home. Dave? Dave, shall we come down there?
No. Stay back, and don't let anybody through.
Please remain in your home.
Dr. Stevens, please.
Dr. Stevens, telephone, please.
Hello?
Hello, Paula.
You are 2 hours late.
How about a registration count of 700 Rangers? Is there a chance?
What did you do? Did you find another body?
This one's alive.
Not for long. Without radiation count, he's as good as dead. Dave? Dave, are you there? Dave? Dave, are you there?
So long, Doc.
Dave? Dave? Why don't we hear? Are you sure that thing is working?
This is Coast Guard 1400. Over.
Come in, Dave. Come in, Dave. Over.
M1. Should be safe now. I'm gonna cut it loose.
M1 calling Coast Guard 1400. Come in, Dave. Over. M1 calling Coast Guard 1400. Come in, Dave. Come in, Dave. Over. Come in, Dave. Dave, come in, Dave. Over.
M1. This is Coast Guard 1400. I don't...
Dave, come in, Dave. Over.
Hello? Yes, sir. It's all over. A state of emergency? No, sir. That won't be necessary.